Peace. Welcome back to Playbook FM. I'm Jay. We're back with part 3 of Creating a Legacy, my journeyman save. Right, since the last episode, not much has happened in terms of signings. However, you can see my manager performance has increased to a B-, so things are going pretty well. If we take a look at the schedule, we're on a bit of an unbeaten run, so we've not lost in 4 games at the moment. However, we are about to play third placed Billericay Town away from home. So let's take a look at the squad that will be starting that match. Starting 11, we have Ryan Clark in goal. A back four of Joe Reynes, Jack Batten, Matt Bauer and Connor Riley Lowe. Harry Hamblin starts as a defensive midfielder with Tom Smith and Jordan Simpson ahead of him. We also have Awara Edwards, who's still in pretty good form, starting out on the wing with Ross Stern, and Ryan Brunt starts up front. Right, let's get into the match. So you'll notice that I've changed Harry Hamblin's nickname just to Harry, simply because I cannot say Harry Hamblin that many times at the start of a video. It's just too much. The alliteration absolutely kills me. I've got a little bit of a lisp, so it just feels weird saying it and sounds weird. I feel as if I sound weird saying Harry Hamblin all the time. But we start off the match with a free kick from deep, and clearly nothing happened from it. But as you can see, due to our recent form, we are sitting around 8th. We were 7th before the match started, but we are hovering around that playoff position, which, as I said, guys, at the start of the series, well, the start of the season with Bath, I think we can be pushing for a playoff spot. Whether or not we do get promoted by the playoffs is a different story, but we most definitely can qualify. I truly believe that. Now, this match so far, I think I might have started out, yeah, that's the system I wanted to start with. The one that just sits a little bit deeper. It's the exact same shape, but we tend to it's a more defensive look about us, and our central midfielders just drop a little bit deeper to provide a little bit of extra cover for the back four, back five if you do count the defensive midfielder. And so far, it does seem to be working. When we've played it in matches, we've not really conceded. Other than that very first game of the series, I don't think we've conceded any goals, maybe once. We might have conceded 1 goal in 4 games, which is pretty decent. I'll happily take that. And we almost give away a goal there, just as I talk about how well our defence has been playing. A little bit of the commentator's curse kicks in. But Harry Hamblin wins the ball in midfield, and Smith just absolutely no composure, just hoofs the ball forward. I mean, we've got more time on the ball than we think. So I wonder if it is worth playing the tiki-taka this match rather than trying to go completely direct, because they are standing off us a little bit. Let's change back to the tiki-taka and see how that goes for the next 5-10 minutes or so. But Simpson picks up the ball from the corner, plays it to Smith, and then the highlight comes to an end. And nothing is really happening in this match other than my centre-backs getting cards. Yikes. We're not the most exciting team going forward. However, as I say that, Stern just misses a volley. But yeah, I don't know. I think that maybe a striker should have been the main position that I looked to improve. But then again, that being said, I am still looking at potential targets for that deep lying forward role. We're going to sign a director of football any moment soon, and as soon as we get one in, I'm just going to send in request after request after request, because we're just not really scoring many, and when we do get goals, it's coming from Edwards, really, like only Edwards. So we can get goals from the wing, but just not up front. And that being said, today I have started off Ryan Brunt as a target man rather than a deep lying forward. So he's playing a role that is more suited to, more comfortable with, and hopefully that translates to goals, but he's not really done much. However, the ball falls to us on the edge of the area. Smith plays to Reynes. Reynes gets tackled, and it's a 3-on-2? 2-on-3, should I say? 2-on-3 counter-attack we do manage to track back well, and we have the chance to counter now. Brunt leads the charge, plays it back to Batten, who finds Edwards up on the wing, beats his man, and just decides to take an absolutely disgusting shot. There's nowhere near the target, but things are looking a bit better. We are looking dangerous on the counter, and Edwards is in for his 4th goal of the season. Assist coming from Connor Riley-Lowe. Let's take a look at that again. So, throwing comes in. Harry plays it back to Riley-Lowe. Lowe crosses it into Edwards, who beats his man first time in the back of the net. And that's his 4th goal of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have somebody really special on that right wing. And if I do start another journeyman save offline, or a save where I do kind of like a national hero thing and start off in the lower leagues, he's somebody that I might have to take a look at, because so far he's doing amazing at Bath City at this level. And he's only 18 as well, so he's got tons of room for growth. However, we are under the attack a little bit. However, we do manage to cut it out. Bower with a big ball forward looking for Ryan Brunt, but it doesn't reach him. And now Billericay, goalkeeper, hoofs it forward. Potter beats one man, crosses it into Robinson. It does take a deflection and fall to Robinson, and then we're second to the ball. However, Emmanuel for Billericay was offside. Right, and Reynes is looking complacent when we're only 1 goal up. That's not something I like the sound of. And no, I want you to play as a centre-back. Then we'll bring on Alex Harper as a full-back, as he is one of our better players. However, due to recent form, you wouldn't think that. And Simpson isn't playing good at all either. So we're starting to identify like more areas in the team where things aren't exactly where we want them to be. And funnily enough, I did mention that we wanted to get a new goalkeeper, but Clark is doing pretty well in goal. It is Clark, isn't it? Is it Clark? Have I got my goalkeeper's name right? Yes, I do. Ryan Clark has been playing pretty decently so far this season. So, however, we do have another younger goalkeeper, who, according to our coaching reports, is better. We do have him on trial at the club. We've just offered him a contract as well, so hopefully he does agree to that. But he is being looked at by another club. I'm not quite sure who. Can't really remember. But point being, we do potentially have a new goalkeeper on the horizon. It's just a case of getting a striker and a midfielder at this point, I think. And Artos plays the corner in. It falls to Baxter. Plays in Smith. Looking for maybe one too many passes there. I think he should have just swung a leg at it. Just hoofed the ball forward. But it falls to Billericay, who don't make the same mistake and just shoot at an open goal. It deflects out eventually for a corner. And Billericay have an opportunity to attack. We leave them with an open header, but they are terrible and head it over. So 5 minutes left now. I think at this point, it's probably best we just kind of hold on to the ball. But Ryan Brunt, oh my goodness, how did he hit the post from there? That right there, folks, was the game. If he had scored that then that's it. It's beyond doubt. However, we are 4 minutes into extra time, and that is the full-time whistle. A solid 1-0 victory away from home against third place Billericay. And let's go play Maidstone. So, a few changes for the Maidstone United game. Starting in goal, we have new boy Max Bramley. We get our first look at him. Back four of Ashley Harper, Alex Hartridge, Nathan Baxter, and Connor Riley-Lowe. Harry starts as the defensive midfielder with Tom Smith and Frankie Arturs starting ahead of him. We have Aurora Edwards on the right wing, Ross Stern on the left, and Ryan Brunt up front playing that target man role. Let's get into the match. Now, potentially a bit of a risk starting a newbie in goal, especially as a goalkeeper, but with goalkeepers, it's a bit tough. With outfield players, I feel like you can bring them in off the bench and get them game time and ease them into it. But obviously, goalkeepers don't really tend to get subbed out that much. And as if they've got George Elokobi, formerly of Wolves Football Club, starting at Maidstone. But yeah, as I was saying, I always find it a bit difficult to break a new goalkeeper in, especially one that's replacing your first choice keeper. So a bit of a risk starting him in goal today. However, he is the better choice. And Alex Harper, I think it was, with a cross, falls astern, and Maidstone managed to clear the danger. And I think we do have our defensive system sorted, he says, as they almost score. Yikes. Other than that, we do seem a little bit more comfortable at the back. However, I'm just going to stop talking about our defence, because every time I mention it, we are on the receiving end of a dangerous attack. And now Maidstone have just hoofed the ball forward for a counter. McClure beats his man, takes a shot, but new boy Bramley does manage to save it. And I do wonder, if we had started Clark, would we have seen the same result, or would we be 1-0 down? So maybe it wasn't so much of a risk starting him after all. He's repaying my faith in him. He is repaying my faith. However, we're not doing too badly. Defensively, I'm not happy though. Cautiously disappointed. That's fired them up. Let's get rolling again. So, start things off, just knocking the ball around in midfield. Ryan Brunt comes quite deep. And considering he is playing as a target man, I don't understand why he's uncomfortable or not as comfortable playing as a deep line forward. After this match, I'd need to remember to start training him as one, and then hopefully we can get more out of him when we're playing our normal style of play, our normal system. I don't know, something about using a target man that just doesn't sit right with me. However, you do have people like, I don't know, Lukaku, I guess, that plays that role pretty damn well, you could argue. We'll just make those changes there and see if that can spark something up, and at the same time shore things up at the back, as I do get them to get creative and urge them on a little bit. But still nothing. This is going to fizzle out to just a nothing game. And surely that's offside. Referee, yep, linesman flag is up. And got away with it a little bit there. Okay, he is quite a ways offside. However, this guy here, right back, Alex Harper, needs to be aware of that. He's absolutely oblivious to it. Absolutely oblivious. I feel like taking him off, but there is only a minute left of regular time. 3 minutes of injury time. But I think that we've just cancelled each other out this match. And we finish this game with a 0-0 draw. And I think that is a pretty successful episode there, folks. We've managed to extend our unbeaten run. And other than that very first game, we're looking pretty good. Things are looking good. Right, guys, if you made it this far, please leave a thumbs up. And I'll catch you in the next episode for what will be our FA Cup second qualifying round match against Unknown. And then we'll probably do Chelmsford City after that. Okay, guys, until the next time, peace.